Hello, my name is Sam. You may notice I'm wearing a breathing apparatus. This is just standard procedures to protect myself against the Heineken virus. Today I will be self-quarantining myself. Please, people, remain calm. We have everything under control.
The communist virus has made its way from the wet markets of Wuhan, China, all the way to California, and this has caused our governor to put us in a state of lockdown. This means that all businesses considered non-essential are now closed. This has thrown a wrench into my daily routine because I can no longer go to the gym to get a proper pump session, nor can I visit my favorite coffee shops to navigate the World Wide Web. My job as a firefighter is considered essential, so I've been working as normal. Some other businesses here that are still up and running are supermarkets, banks, liquor stores, and marijuana dispensaries. I do wish I could be given a test to see if I'm a carrier of the coronavirus. A lot of times people are asymptomatic, and this is troublesome to me because a lot of the patients I respond to are elderly and sick. And if I were to be the reason that they died, I'd feel rather bad about this. These tests, however, are being given to Tom Hanks and NBA players, which, if you think about, makes perfectly good sense. Despite not having any tests for me, I'm still being proactive. I check my rectal temperature on an hourly basis, and so far there haven't been any alarming results. During this lockdown, we are allowed to scamper off into nature, so today I'll be heading to the woods to isolate myself, and I'll show you how I've been surviving this pandemic while living out of my pickup. The government as well as the media have been stressing the importance of hand washing, and I've been doing that religiously. I just got to the trails and I've discovered that everyone and their mother is here, so I'm gonna step my precautions up a notch. The first thing I'll do is I'll slap on some gloves, and I do have a little life hack for you. If you happen to have a condom, you can cut off the tip of it. You can then slide it up your forearm, and that creates an even better barrier. I went out and I bought a month's supply of freeze-dried food. I did this in preparation for the upcoming apocalypse. I was going to go down to the river and gather some water to boil, but I discovered 7-Eleven is still a viable water source. So I went there, got a bottle of water. I'm going to boil this up, toss it inside my chicken and dumplings, and I'm going to continue on with my day. This event hasn't affected my health, but financially I've taken a bit of a hit. I had some money invested in the stock market, and last week it took a bit of a tumble. I didn't want to do anything irrational, so I decided to sit on it for a couple of days, at which point I then withdrew every single cent I had from the bank. I'm keeping half of it inside of my pickup in various spots. I just want cash on hand in case it's needed. The other half I've invested in Bitcoin. With the shortage of toilet paper, I've found myself down to the final 10 sheets of baby wipes. Luckily for me, these things are super durable and you can easily reuse them. All you have to do is find a running body of water, give these things a nice little rinse, let them dry out, and they'll be good as new. I'm trying to become less dependent on the grocery store, so I've set up a few different snares throughout the forest. I'm hoping to catch some squirrels. Ideally, I'd be able to get 2 female and 1 male. I'd use the 2 for breeding purposes. This would ensure I have a steady flow of meat coming in. The 3rd female would solely be used for milk production. I'm running a little low on bait, but I do have some Girl Scout cookies, so I'll be using those today. A word of caution, if you do catch a squirrel, do not suck the milk directly from their teat. They're not a fan of this and it will not end well for you. This evening I was going to be staying the night at a campground. However, I just found out all the campgrounds in the state of California are now closed. So I'm going to be heading back to the city that I work in, and I will be crashing behind my station. I am way too stressed to do any home cooking, so I'm heading to the grocery store to buy a pre-made meal. For dinner tonight, I will be munching on some beef jerky as well as a banana. Although this may be the end of the world, I'm still trying to keep my carb intake relatively low. I did, however, go out and buy some blue gummy sharks. I don't plan on eating these, but if I wake up in the middle of the night with some extreme anxiety, I will have these in reserve as my comfort food. I've set up an air diffuser and I sprinkled in a little bit of lavender oil. I like to finish my evening by doing a little bit of reading. This just helps me unwind, calms my mind, and helps ensure I have a full night of sleep. It's time to rise and shine. Get my day started with a little caffeine. My final message is to the leader of China, Xi Jinping. I'm not sure if you watch my videos or not, but if you do, first off, thank you, and I hope you watch the ads. Secondly, if you can please tell your countrymen and countrywomen to stop eating bats. Nothing good ever comes out of this, and there's plenty of other delicious animals that want to be eaten. My prediction is we will eventually get through this and continue on with life. But if I'm wrong and this turns into a scene from Mad Max, I will be heading up to my mother's compound where I will take up arms to defend myself. I hope everyone has a blessed day, and thank you for checking out my video.